Swords are so much easier to maintain.
Explosives are more stable. As soon as I get this won't do any good. Take a break.
Swords are so much easier to maintain.
These new explosives are more stable. Rushing won't do any good. Take a break. As soon as I get this month's paycheck.
Swords are so much easier to maintain.
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
Explosives are more stable. Rushing won't do any good. As soon as I get this month's paycheck.
Swords are so much easier to maintain.
These new explosives are more stable. As soon as I get this month's paycheck. Rushing.
Swords are so much easier to maintain.
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough. Taming the beast within is tougher.
As soon as I get this, these new explosives are more stable.
Swords are so much easier to maintain.
Rushing. As soon as I get this month's paycheck.
Swords are so much easier to maintain.
These new explosives are more stable. Rushing won't do any good. Take a break. Drink some tea.
Swords are so much easier to
As
maintain.
soon as I get this month's paycheck. These new explosives are more stable. Rushing won't do any good. Take a break.
I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
Swords are so much easier to maintain.
These new explosives are more stable. Rushing won't do any good. Take a break. As soon as I get this month's paycheck.
Swords are so much easier to maintain.
These new explosives are more
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
Swords are so much easier to maintain.
These new explosives are more stable.
Good evening, my darlings. How are you doing this fine evening? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing
Rushing won't do any
pretty good myself. Man. Well, no, okay. Relatively speaking, yeah, I'm doing quite good. Very tired. Very frustrating trip to the store, but you know what? It's all done now. And we're here. We're all here together. Having a good time. Right? Is everybody having a good time? I'm having a good time. Lowen? Wait, what now? Now then, which poor unfortunate soul should I drop in on next? What are you up to? What are you up to now? Perfect timing, Honorary Knight. I was just hoping for a second opinion. Would you mind helping me brainstorm a bit? Tell me, which of these sounds more like a stress reliever? Roasting electro slimes over an open fire, or freezing hydro slimes? I love the sound of an electro slime being blown into the air. There's something so satisfying about the feel of a blade plunging straight through a solid block of ice. And people wonder why he gets joy stacks from dealing damage. The man is pure sadism incarnate. Why not start by freezing hydro slimes, then roast some electro slimes with pyro? Oh, now that is an inspired idea. We really must go and try that together sometime, don't you think? Well, I gotta wait a couple of versions before I can start freezing things, but, yeah, sure.
The selection process is going well.
For the record, I did not know that Lowen was here. I just kind of walking around randomly while... Oh, no. Yeah. I was trying to steal some wheat and cabbage from you guys. Anyway, I was just moving around. I was doing my stream intro thing, like, hey, how you doing? All that kind of stuff. And, oh, there's Mondstadt's resident mega sadist, Patty the Royal Steward. Oh. Anyway. But yeah, I'm not eating dinner at the start of the stream today, so hey, at least there's that. I mean, I would have been if I hadn't decided to pick up dinner at the store, so... Yeah. Ooh. Money. I am kind of in desperate need of money because raising Chaska, raising a character from 1 to 90, plus their talents, that takes a lot. Takes a lot out of you. Specifically, it takes Mora out of you. And also books, the EXP books, and also skill books. Yeah. I think this Stygian, by the way, I think we're going to be trying to do the Natlin artifact sets. That would be a good way to be. I believe Chaska is level 70 now. Managed to get her that far today. So, making progress. Also went and gathered a whole bunch of withering purple bloom, including opened up a chest with a whole bunch of them in there. So, that was nice. Now, time for adventure. I'm kind of tempted to see what's going on over there, especially with that teleport waypoint. But for now, we have a quest to undertake. Oh my goodness. You know, I closed down VS Code. I thought, hey, maybe this is gonna help. Not as much as I might have hoped. Within the Temple of Space, you will see the keepers who are transporting these elemental cubes. They can only move along fixed trajectories. When in an active state, these keepers can swallow the elemental cubes. Transport-type keepers have both high-altitude and low-altitude modes. With Dex's help, you can toggle between the two modes and easily retrieve elemental cubes from various terrains. When in their low-altitude mode, the transport-type keeper's movement speed increases. When hydrocubes, pyrocubes, and dendrocubes are next to each other, they will react in pairs and then dissolve. You can use geocubes or space cubes to separate these cubes to ensure smooth transportation. Wait, so space is going to be a new element now? I'd like, because keep in mind, these are all elements that are in the game except for space. And that's, I strongly suspect that that's going to be what we're like an element that, which I mean, I guess it makes sense. They're the four shades, right? Maybe we'll get a time, a life, and a death. That seems unlikely, but maybe what's his name? Dainsleif. Maybe his element will be space. Okay, can I? There we go. And I was unafraid. The dream was so exciting, but now I see it fade, and I am here alone. When this all began. Treasure. Hello, sir. What are you doing here?
Hey, not a bad haul.
I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do about those things. I was not paying enough attention, I guess.
Strike a pose! Let my name echo and light up a blazing sun! Out to the freezer!
Oh boy.
Yeah! Bullseye!
Man, that was a lot of damage. Really do not need Chaska.
Ooh, shiny. It's so pretty.
What is this? Well, that's Mondstadt. Yeah. And this is Chen Yu Vale. What?
Show a new thing! Let's fly! Locked on! Open fire! Locked on!
Oh, there's Chen Yu Vale again.
Let the world collide! Yep.
Burn it down! Pyroclastic surge!
A dash of frosting! A burst of flavor!
Dividing the loot
What?
is
Did
often
it just
a
switch?
conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really
Oh
need this
my gosh. This, oh, there's Sumeru's desert. And this is more leeway. Interesting. That glitch effect, though. Oh my gosh.
So you can never have too much Mora, huh?
Pain. So something's going on. I'm just wondering where the other area is for that memory core thing. Oh. This memory core is inside. And I was unafraid. The dream was so exciting, but now I see it fade. What? Honored traveler, a word, if you please. I shall spare you the unnecessary particulars. There is a matter in which I require assistance. Some days ago, the eminent Huangyi of Liyue sent me a treasure of extraordinary rarity. Yet even now, it has failed to reach my hands. I have reason to believe that the guardian of this region has intercepted it. Should you find this treasure, I would ask that you recover it on my behalf. Rest assured, you shall receive proper recompense. Okay. I was unafraid. The dream was so exciting, but now I see it fade. Does this not reset? Okay.
Rev the engines.
I'm just gonna skip the puzzle then. I am here alone. Supposed to move this up. Yes, okay, I see. Oops. And then this moves up. Oh. But what next, huh? Interesting. I can only move down. I can't, like, move out or anything like that. I gotta be honest, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with this puzzle. Nothing immediately obvious jumps out. Oh? Well, what's all this then? Okay, hold on.
Full throttle.
That. Huh. Something is supposed to happen with that, obviously. Obviously. To be perfectly honest, I just don't have that much interest in trying to solve this puzzle. We've got a story that needs to be told. I want to collect this memory fragment, and then I'd like for us to continue with the story. Oh. A chest I missed.
The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
Oh, well, okay then. Maybe you can use that keeper over there to fix it? Keeper over where? Is there... Keeper projectile type. Hold the left mouse button and drag up and down to adjust the launch distance and launch the elemental cube to the corresponding display case. Oh, it is reversed. So down is up and up is down. That's somewhat frustrating. But it's not that difficult. Regardless, this minigame, I mean. But it does mess you up in the head a little bit. And am I supposed to move this down and then climb up on top, and then when it goes up it'll be good? I think that's the intended thing. Hey, there's that memory factor. There you are. Yeah, now I'm on top. So being on top of an elevator is, not ideal. Mission Impossible taught me that. I wasn't afraid. The dream was so exciting, but now I see it fade, and I am left alone. When this all began, we knew there'd be a price to pay. Too late now to turn. Somehow we missed. Gosh. 3 feet in front of us. Keeper is moving and cannot something. Keeper is finished moving. No, it hasn't. Whoops. Again with the... Oh, is that? That's Mondstadt, right? Could be Mondstadt. No. Kind of looks like Sumeru. No, Fontaine. Right? That's Fontaine? Yeah, it's Under the Seas of Fontaine. Okay.
The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
Too far. How does the rest of that go? Oh, another spin crystal.
Try and stop me!
Nothing? Nothing? Okay. Wait. That's it? Just to... for the upper chamber? Is that all? Boy.
Full throttle!
Oh. All the way up. Up to the heavy land. Speck between heaven and earth. Right, well, I mean, since we're up here, might as well glide over all of it. In his eyes, I can see where my heart supposed to be. By looking in his eyes, I see a gentle glow, and that's where I'll be safe, I know. Safe in his arms, close to his heart. But I don't know quite where to start. By looking in his eyes, will I see beyond the sorrow that I feel? Well then, Dexter, times have changed. I suppose it's time for you to leave your childhood behind. You too must submit to the baptism that we call a coming of age. Learn of matters only grown-ups know. Watch closely now. I shall only demonstrate this once. Why does that sound like someone giving their final words? Your final lesson is as such. Read along with me. The classification of the elements. Now you try it. Will his eyes reveal to me promises or lies that he can't conceal from me? The love in his eyes, I know their every look. His eyes, they're like an open book. Well done. Hold on. Who exactly were you praising there? Now then, the next step is to consider how things influence one another. Observe the elemental reactions, the long-range forces, and the short-range forces, and remember to avoid unnecessary disturbances. What language are you speaking right now? If I'm wise, I will look away and gladly. But sadly, I'm not wise. It's hard to talk away the memories that you prize. Are you being for real right now? Like it'll come up. There we go. It really did not want to lock onto that cube. I wish I could imitate Historia and exclaim excellent. Alas, I cannot bring myself to. Okay. Clearly, I have nothing left to teach you. That concludes the final lesson. Wait a second, you didn't teach a thing! Traveler did it all! Okay. Anyway. I've learned so much.
Hey, not a bad haul.
Oh. I think we got a little bit lost along the way. Teleport back here. A dark dream that has no ending. That's so unreal. You believe that it's true. dance with death.
To the freezer.
I'll tell the mystery to you. The frightened princess doesn't know what to do. Will the ghosts go away? No. Will she will them to stay? No. Either way, there's no way to win. All I know is I'm lost, and I'm counting the cost. My emotions are in a spin. I don't know who's to blame. It's a crime and a shame. Wait, no. No, it's... Lucy says it's a... I don't know who's... I don't know who's to blame. It's a crime and a shame. But it's true all the same. It's a dangerous game.
Strike a pop.
Rise with the sun.
No one speaks,
Let's fly.
not one word. But what words are in her eyes?
It's so pretty.
Silence speaks. Wait, no. Sorry, I'm not even paying attention to who's singing what. No one speaks, not one word. But what I say, it's pretty creepy. So that kind of reminds me of a certain place we visited in Liyue. Oops. Sorry, I didn't.
Shower me with
Burn it down.
Well, that was pretty easy. Anyway, yeah, the God of Salt, right, that we visited in one of Zhongli's story quests, reminds me of that. No one speaks, not one word, but what words are in her eyes? Silence speaks, loud and clear, all the words we don't want to hear. At the touch of your hand, at the sound of your voice, at the moment your eyes meet mine, I am losing my mind, I am losing control, full of feelings I can't define. Sin with no name, no divorce and no shame. Fire, fury, and flame, 'cause the devil's to blame, and the angels proclaim. It's a dangerous game. Oops. Nope. That was my bad. Where to next? Did I miss something? Where are the other dendro particles? All I know is I'm lost, and I'm counting the cost. My emotions are in. Can someone please explain to me where I went wrong? Was I supposed to do something here at the start? Well, there's one dendro particle that I missed. Alright, well. And I'm pretty sure doing this as I should, right? Seems like the logical continuation. But then I'm lost. Oh, well, hello. No, that's a star. And then we're just back to... Oh, what the heck? Where did that come from? That was not there before. Whatever. Also, I saw
Problems go away.
the tree jar.
Never have too much more, huh?
Try and stop me.
Okay, let's stop with the craziness, Mawika. See, why isn't it cooked? Please. Anyway. Mr. Cellophane shoulda been my name, Mr. Cellophane, 'cause you could look right through me, walk right by me, and never know I'm there. You people, I've not seen you around before. Are there really still newcomers showing up now? But since Dex is with you, I suppose you're backup. My name is Vinipi, and I come from an era when King Deshret's divine form still walked among us. Hyman's the name, and this is the Traveler. And our team's got one more member, Zeitland. We're probably what you consider people from the most recent era. Zeitland. Would you happen to have an older sister by any chance? Do you know my sister too? Of course. Here, everyone is friends with everyone. It matters little what station they occupied in their former life. In my day, I was a nobody. Just one of many working on King Deshret's mausoleum. I was traveling in the desert one day when I was suddenly plucked from the sands and thrown into the apathic interval, where I was for, I want to say, less than 100 years. Then, once I left and came here, I found the place full of ancients, some from times preceding even King Deshret himself. But we all got along just the same. Later on, the sisters of the deity here told me they hadn't plucked any desert buildings, and asked that I reconstruct them from memory. It was only with everyone's help that we managed to build this place at all. Now, look at these ruins. You know, speaking of which, Paimon has a question. Those sand statues out there, are those, artworks from your era? You know, from back in King Deshret's day? Perhaps they were created to serve as a reminder of the impermanence of the physical body and life itself. Or their people turned to sand like the people turned to ink blots. You truly are different from your sister. You must really enjoy reading like the others. Those are people. All of them. They were punished by being turned into sand. Whoa! Don't worry. They're still alive. Death does not exist here. They'll be restored once the problem here is resolved. Oh, wait. Didn't you say that whoever saved you would get that coin King Deshret gave you as a reward? Paimon bet it's worth it's worth a lot of more. Come on, Paimon. It's a priceless relic. Haha, I'm not handing it over. It's my lucky charm. Besides, it's the only thing I have left to remind me of my old life. Since it's so important to you, alright, guess we'll be super nice and not press you for payment. We've been chatting for too long. Looks like it's here. You don't have time to stand around talking. Are you at least at the level of a novice Lemurian centurion? There we go again. Paimon doesn't even know what kind of standard this is supposed to be. Oh. Slow time event. Bye. Press the guardian from behind so that Dex can grab its core. Oh. Cool. Done. Oof, that was quite something. You're easily at the level of a high-ranking centurion. Didn't you have your own hierarchy back in King Deshret's day? Well, the scholars at the miHoYo archives have read enough books that their combat assessments actually hold some weight. It's nice to be so well read. For instance, on average, the knight serving under Irenaeus could take on 3 standard Lemurian centurions at once, though they're half a rank below Irenaeus. I've heard that name so many times, Irenaeus, and I don't remember what that's supposed to be. Remember. Medjay, who served the Crocodile King, wasn't considered exactly an elite fighter, but was highly adept at dealing with monsters. So in terms of rough power level... Alright, let's go save your friends first. Power level. So we are now in the realm of Dragon Ball power scaling when it comes to trying to determine how strong different characters are, but anyway. But I want to know more. We can talk about that later! All business, Paimon.
The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
Be able to get to the upper levels. Okay. Oh, that's an elevator. Duh. Adui. Memories, all alone in the moonlight. Looks like we may still have a survivor over there. That's Vitruvius. As the moon lost her memory. Oh my goodness. Can you please stop? It's not even supposed to be on field. Can you? I was trying to switch to Chaska, but okay. Venipi, you're alive. You're still alive. Oh, wonderful to see you. Of course, I know that death is not possible here. What I mean is, I'm so glad you didn't turn into sand. Anyway, you know what I mean. I do. And thanks to all of you. And Dex, too. I didn't do a thing. Venipi introduces you all to Vitruvius and recounts what just happened. Incredible. Incredible. Your strength exceeds even that of a typical chief centurion. Now even Paimon's kind of interested to see how you actually stack up in that system. Oh yeah? In that case, I'll take you to the others. After all, Venipi only provided the pattern work and motifs from King Deshret's times. I was the one responsible for the main layout and pathways in this area. That's right. While this may look like a building from some gilded age, it's really the result of everyone's knowledge. As the moon lost her memory,
Okay. I can get
she
behind
is
this.
smiling alone. I remember the time I knew what happiness was. Maybe a little self-indulgent to worry about my own epitaph. You probably think me ridiculous, but I've actually already decided what mine will be. Please, tell my love in Petripolis that Vitruvius! He turned into sand even before he was done speaking. I'm hopeless. I'm actually fighting the urge to chuckle out loud at this sad juncture. He's going to be so mortified once he stops being sand. It's a rather optimistic take on the situation. Well, with the Chief Centurion on your side, how can you lose? We have a choice to make. Do we deal with that guard first, or search for survivors as long as we can? Let the memory live again. I'm behind it. Why wasn't it letting me grab it? Anyway. Do we really need to look for survivors? Can't we just solve the issue and it'll be done? People won't have to worry about it. No, you don't see me. Ha-ha! You... I was behind it. And it wouldn't let me grab it. Seriously, what are the rules in terms of, like, angle? Like, this is worse than TF2's backstab detection. I'm not even joking. Now, I was thinking about, how Rosaria has a thing where if she hits an enemy from behind, I think it raises her crit rate. Is what it is. Or maybe it's the team's crit rate or something like that. And that... the detection on that has... like, it's gonna be pretty darn terrible. I mean, I don't use Rosaria very much. I think I considered her for my my Skirk team before. Actually, I was gonna say before I got Escoffier, but no, she didn't. She wasn't gonna replace Escoffier. She would have been replacing Yelan. But I need that second Hydro. At least until I get Fiorina to C4. Vinipede, Dex, and Romhilda and our new friends. Thank you all. I'm my younger sister, Zeitland. I see. The two of you look so much alike, and oh so pretty. My name is Kashama, and I come from... what was I going to say? The era in which the Dendro Archon had yet to become a child. Actually... that is a question. Does the eraser in what's it called? I forget what the place is called. The tree, right? The tree of memories. Did that affect the people here or no? Venipi introduces Kashama, and Vitruvius's tragic circumstances are revealed. They also speak of the epitaph he took thousands of years to come up with. That is beyond absurd. If I hadn't told you, you would never have known. Now that you have, it's going to be hard for me to look Vitruvius in the eye without laughing. Alright, enough small talk. We've come all this way, and it doesn't look like we've missed anything. Is there anyone else? Is there no one else? I'm afraid not. Then how about how we can stop folks from turning to sand? Any ideas? We didn't manage to learn much from exploring earlier. After all, no one here at the Desert Pavilion is well versed in the mystic arts or the sciences. So, it seems we're back to the only known method, defeating the Punisher of Gomorrah. Punisher of Gomorrah? God? You say so. That you need not worry about. We have the Traveler, who has the strength of a Romurian tribune. Looks like someone's been promoted again. But there's no way to find the Punisher of Gomorrah. It has hidden its form. That is the problem, yes. You know, it wasn't easy getting everyone out. How about we leave this place first and get back to the main hall? Historia and Josephus are there too. They seem rather knowledgeable, so maybe they know a way. Oh, Historia is safe too? That's really good to know. He's the most experienced of us all. He is always open to learning new things. If we're talking about anecdotes, history, and culture, he's probably the most knowledgeable person in this world. Let's go now. The earlier we get back, the earlier we can figure this out and save Vitruvius and the rest.
Okay, I can get behind this filling.
Alright.
Full throttle!
So we can't climb up that. Can't climb up the constructed walls, I guess. Is that treasure? Is that some... okay. I don't know what we're supposed to do here. Ah, there we go. Oh, well, that's actually quite an interesting way to use that. Use that ability to solve an old puzzle. Unfortunately, I don't know. Oh, it's looking up. So, obviously. Okay, that inside the wall. Okay. Can I, please? No? Okay. Unfortunately, it's not letting me... Oops. Not letting me do something about this thing. Oh. So I have to... Okay, so I have
Collection.
like some quicksand in my inventory, and so I have to use it. Right? Is that how that works? No, apparently not. I guess I just got out of range for that. So yeah, it is a thing where you gotta grab some quicksand and then use the quicksand and all that kind of stuff. See, look, why? How am I not behind this dude? How does this not count? That is very frustrating. All right. Also, is the implication that this place is Gomorrah? That why she was laughing? Is because he was trying to confess his love for a woman, and they don't do that sort of thing in Gomorrah. All right. Memory TV. Okay, well, okay. Imagine engaging in environmental puzzle solving. Couldn't be me. All right, let's construct this thing. First, we need to destruct this thing. And then we can... Oh, I see. Yeah, the indicator is that he's holding the thing. Oh.
Take me up.
Well, how about that? Fresh meat.
Locked on.
Oh, there it is. There we go.
Rev the engines.
So we grab this somehow. It'll let us. And then we put it here. And we grab the memory factor. Sounds like a plan. I think we're good to go as far as that goes. I'd do anything for love. I'd run right into hell and back. Oh, well, look at this. It's the big bad dude. He does not let anyone escape. Paimon, don't worry. We're okay. Oh, I'd do anything for love. This is one of the reasons why I think Paimon is not Asmodee. At least a conscious version of Asmodee. And it's because she does things when, you know, like that whole panic thing, right? That she otherwise wouldn't. Like, why would she do that? Nobody's watching her. Never lie to you, and that's a fact. Never do it better than with you. So long, so long. Oh, I'd do anything for love. I won't do that. No, no, I won't do that. For a while you forget everything. So he's just tossing it away as soon as we grab it, huh? And summer nights flame. You take it on the moonlit road. Won't do that. No, I won't do that. I'd do anything for love. Lie to you and that's
Rise with the sun. Up to the freezer. Up first, the sleep.
a little amuse-bouche. I do like Chaska's easy mode gameplay. That is quite nice. I must admit. I don't have to worry about. It's the same reason why Nervalet's so nice. You just, you know, you fly around, you hold left click. It's actually even easier than Nervalet because you don't have to worry about grabbing the water source droplets. You know? Afar's Avian. The apparent leader of the suppression-type keepers, stronger than the average keeper. At close range, Dex can also seize their cores directly, dealing massive damage. After seizing the cores, you have to quickly tap within a short period of time to deal damage to the keepers. Oh, so I kept spamming T. And then it really, really is not having a good time with detecting Dex's abilities. Yep. Oh, ow. Not bad. And then the damage. Okay. Oops. Okay. I was like, oh, well, we're not going to actually be fighting anything, so I guess I'll go ahead and heal.
A dash of frosting. Here we go, back. Take me up.
Serves me right for making such assumptions.
Blast off. Open fire. Hold on to your hats. Showering you with praise. Time to shine.
I don't think you guys are going to like how this ends.
Sun. Off to the freezer. Goose on the loose. Ha! Open fire.
Easy moto. Oops. Come on. I grabbed him. Just gotta do that one more time, apparently. Whoa, it ran away just like that. Tactical retreat, I would say. Ow. You know, I could have always cheesed that by switching over to Chaska.
Full throttle.
Oh no! We cheesed it. Yep. Just. What?
About to get messy.
I dodged. That hitbox is not correct. Oh my gosh. That is not a correct hitbox. The game cheated. Well, okay then. Interesting. A dark reflection of the oasis. Eh? Where are we? Is it all over? That's right. It's all over. And everyone's been restored. Why did you ever think it would be okay to not be gay? Oh, no, Vitruvius. This guy, right? This is the guy who's not gay and is embarrassing himself by not being gay. Why would you think that's okay in Gamora? What is it? Why are you worrying your lips like that? Are you so moved at seeing me that you have to keep yourselves from crying? Shama, stop. Don't laugh. You're going to give the joke away. Laugh all you want. I'm only a little embarrassed. Love is fate, as is death, and neither is a laughing matter. Fine, fine. No more laughing. Oh, where's Zaitlin, by the way? I've no idea. I was standing outside with everyone else. They were still in each other's arms a moment ago. I told little Scarpa to stop and get everyone back to the main hall. Then I left them and came over to you. Everyone should still be somewhere around here. In which case, she can't have gone very far yet. This is locket. An amethyst brooch. Ah, yes. I always forget about brooches because they don't get worn as much these days. It belongs to my older sister and was one of the things in my suitcase that I lost. Oh, I got it now. Nice. That's one taken care of. It must have been placed here as an exhibit from the Sarah. Actually, the reason I started thinking about what to write on my epitaph is because your sister asked about it. Those words weren't exactly things I'd been holding in for thousands of years. Does nobody die here? Won't it be impossible for anyone to leave behind a truly magnificent epitaph then? My goodness. She's just constantly thinking of death, isn't she? Given my former status, I could probably be laid to rest at the priest's cemetery, alongside branches of silver and white. Which would be a tremendous honor, albeit one without any space for an epitaph. In that case, it's a no for me, because I've already written mine. It says, "Thank you so much." And what about that coin of yours? The one from King Deshret's day? You're still thinking about that? Fine. You can have it once I've finished chanting my 10,000 prayers of penance to King Deshret. This one over here got worked up upon hearing Kshama talk about the king's fall. Got worked up upon King's fall that he actually cried, "You lie! You lie! You lied! Liar! That's impossible!" Honestly, that's better for a laugh than my epitaph. If you're gonna be so grudging with the coin, just forget it. And this is the point where we say we're only here to help Zaitlin find what she lost. Well, we're helping you out just because you happen to be here. Thank you, Paimon. Thank you, Traveler. Oh, no. You only got dragged into this because of us. So we gotta make this right for you. Such undisguised partiality. You know, so visions are like, oh, your desire to have something happen, like Chi-Chi made me think of that one with Hilda just constantly like, oh man, I wish I was dead kind of stuff, is Chi-Chi, really, really wanting to live. And that's how she got her vision. And I wonder if anyone's ever gotten a vision for wanting to die, for passionately wanting to die. Hilda would be a prime candidate for that, I guess. I'm grateful to you too. Leave the desert pavilion. Oh, but first, treasure.
Interesting trinkets for me.
Having stood upon the line between life and death, I miss the flavor of beer most. Even my master and King Deshret himself would rank beneath it. I didn't know you so enjoyed... Oh, wait, no. Oh, wait. Whoops. Someone else. That was someone else. I don't know. I didn't know you so enjoyed your libations. When delivering bricks to the mausoleum of King Deshret back in the day, we get 2 large mugs of beer for free every day. Those are called rations. Speaking of which, was Moki among those who were restored? No, I suspect the higher-ups intend to deal with him in violation of the rules. Wonder if the note I asked him to bring in secret came in handy. Alrighty then. Oh, goodness. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Oh, you're here, Astoria. Indeed. Everyone from the Desert Pavilion is now back at the main hall, which is why I hurried over here. Zaytland, you found what you were looking for? Yes, I have. Thanks for asking. Splendid. By the way, do you know what the names Malanta and Nihilita mean? I mean, existence and non-existence, something along those lines. Hyman will go first. Nope. Yes. Oh, melancholy, okay. Yes, they mean melancholy and nothingness, don't they? I have a sneaking suspicion that there's something, some sort of mirror thing going on with Hilda and Zaytland and Malanta and Nihilita. Most sagacious of you. I believe you and I shall be even better friends than I was with your sister, since we have the same interests. Yes, my sister's the outdoorsy, extroverted type. Still, before I could read for myself, she used to read to me all the time. Yet, what has melancholy got to do with someone like that? Of course, I speak of pathological melancholy, not the sort the one above feels when gazing upon our suffering. On our suffering. Okay. Did she tell you all that? Frankly, I was agape at the revelations she presented. I wouldn't have thought anyone audacious enough to build a sanatorium atop the site from which the Temple of Space had ascended. Did you know? It was initially thought that melancholy was a biological ailment. The word itself actually comes from the term for black bile. But subsequently, people came to believe that melancholy was an affliction of the heart. Well, it does take time to get to the right answer. But today, humans have once again discovered the truth. Melancholy is indeed also pathological. Thus, both medication and companionship are vital to recovery. We already knew all that back in my day. The angels had told us so. While the songs of the angels and the latter-day Animo Archon can cure melancholy, the hollow consolations of ordinary folk cannot be expected to work such wonders. What are you trying to say? I shall have to whisper this, for it is a secret. Why would the Great One above, who rules over the sky and space, name her own creations nothingness and melancholy? They say she lacks the ability to empathize with others. There is nothing she cannot do, yet she is utterly helpless against genuine futility and the ailments of the human heart. This is why she named her creations the two things she is least able to deal with. Hyman gets that. Naming things after enemies you've never beaten makes them sound cool and powerful. Hyman's would be called No Mora, Hunger, and No Traveler. Aww. Aww. They sound weak. Dear, I can't keep up with your 1,000 years worth of wisdom. Wisdom? Ugh. Pray for the courage to give this all up and live a real life once more. Can you see what I'm saying? Feel free to come to me if you ever need anything, even if all you want is to talk about your sister. I will do that. Alright. That is part 2 of 3 for these tasks. Let's see how many we got. Oh, up twice. Twice. I think I am gonna pull a couple of times for Linnea. Oh no, we can. Yeah, so once we get to like maybe 20 pulls available, I'll go ahead and pull for her. I can't really be dedicating too much to her though. because you know there's someone coming out in the next version. So yeah, not enough pulls at the moment. We'll get there. We've got a whole host of quests to get done in this new area. Whole lot of exploring to do. We'll get plenty of Freemo gems from all of that. So don't you worry. Also, even without all that, I do the daily the daily login thing. Daily check-in. No, the Song of the Welkin Moon. I got that. So I get about 1 pull a day on average. About a little less, but yeah. So we'll have enough. We'll have enough to do 20 pulls for Linnea, but again, it's probably not going to happen. Regardless, it's about that time again. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope the rest of your day is a good one, and I will see you later. Heart fans.